Greetings and welcome. It's your girl Lady T. How you guys doing on today? Hope you guys having a blessed and prosperous day. I know I am. I want to talk to you guys today about being responsible and taking accountability. Basically, being responsible and being accountable for anything is basically the same thing. It's just like when if you want something out of life and you going toward a goal, you got to be diligent about what you're doing. That means you got to take some responsibility for what you're doing, because this life we living in, nobody owe us nothing. Anything that we want or we doing or we looking for, we got plans and visions, we got goals. We can't look for nobody else to make our plans for us. We got to do it ourselves. That means you got to take accountability for what it is you want in your life and what you want to do. Same thing as responsibility. It's just like paying your bills. You want to pay your bills on time, you got to be responsible in doing it. Ain't nobody gonna pay your bills. You grown now. You can't even depend on your mom and dad to pay your bills no more. If your parents still living and you grown, your parents don't have to pay your bills. You know what? I see so many grown people. I'm talking about, I ain't talking about 20, 30-year-old. I'm talking about 40, 50, 60-year-old people still depend on their parents to help them. I don't understand that. Now, don't get me wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with helping your children when they get in a bind or something, as I'm sure we all done that. Well, my girls, I got 3 girls, and all 3 of them, they are very good parents. They got good jobs. They work. They don't have to ask me for nothing. But when you 40 and 50 and 60 years old, some of y'all still staying at home. Some of y'all still asking y'all parents for stuff. Y'all still want y'all parents to take care of y'all and everybody else to take care of y'all. No, that's your responsibility. That's where responsibility come in place at. Take responsibility for you being grown and do what it is you're supposed to do. You a grown man. You a grown woman. They ain't nobody got no business supposed to be still taking care of you. And then some of y'all have the nerves to get mad. Really? How you gonna get mad because don't nobody want take care of you? You grown. You's a grown man or a grown woman. Now take responsibility for whatever it is you need in your life. That's your life. Your mom and dad and whoever else you asking to take care of you got bills and got things to do themselves. Take responsibility of your life. That's what I'm talking about. It's about taking responsibilities. I'm telling you, you got to be responsible for yourself. Nobody else is responsible for you. Nobody else. Take accountability and own up to what it is you need to do in your life. Again, responsibility and being accountable, they both go hand in hand. Nobody owes you nothing. Nobody owes you nothing. Again, like I say, I know some of us may fall on hard times, may be struggling, may be going through something, and that's okay. If you might need help from your parents or something, or you might need to move home. Believe me, I done moved home several times. But baby, I ain't been back home in years and years and years. You got to get out there and do it for yourself. That's called responsibility and taking accountable, being accountable for your own life. Don't nobody owe you nothing. The world don't owe you nothing. This land don't owe you nothing. If you healthy, you grown, you can go out and get you a job and work. You know, you got people talking about, I ain't gonna work, I ain't gonna do this, I don't want to. Okay, then, the Bible says a man don't work, don't eat. And men, you got to get better and be more responsible on what you guys are doing too. Because some of you men ain't doing what you're supposed to do. You got to come on to the plate, baby. Women doing everything. Women making more money. Women got businesses. Women doing it. Women taking care of their families. They taking care of their children. They taking care of their homes. They doing everything they supposed to do. Baby, it's a woman's world now. Women doing, a lot of women say they don't even need no man. But I ain't gonna never tell no woman she don't need no man. I believe every woman need a good, decent man that's going to come in and help her, and y'all work together as a team. Again, that's called responsibility. Don't no real woman want to take care of no man, no grown man. Why should she? Why should a grown woman take care of a grown man anyway? That don't even look good. That's not even in order. That's out of order. And a real man wouldn't want no woman taking care of him no way. And he wouldn't be asking no woman for nothing. Because a man gonna be a man. He gonna stand up and take care of his family. He gonna do what he's supposed to do. And like I said, if he falls short or if he loses his job or whatever. Because one thing about a real man, when he can't bring stuff to the home or bring stuff to the table and do what it is a man's supposed to do, he gonna feel bad anyway. And a real woman gonna prop her man up, and she gonna build her man up, and she gonna encourage her man. That's what a real woman gonna do. Because oftentimes women, they can do it on their own because they've been doing it all these years anyway. But what woman just want to do something on her own? She want to have a man that love her, a man that love the family, a man that take care of the home, a man that do what he's supposed to do. Because like I said, that's what men do. That's called responsibility. Like y'all always hear me say, y'all don't never get me started on that, because baby, I can go on and on that one. My father, I was a daddy's girl. Me and my dad was just like this. I had my dad all my life. I could go to my dad, talk to my dad about anything. My dad talked to me about men and told me about men. And I tell y'all all the time, my father was the first man I saw. My father loved us. My father was good to my mom. And when my father and my mama didn't make it, broke up or whatever they did, my dad was still a dad to me. He was still my father. He still loved me. I could still go to my dad, talk to my dad about anything. I could talk to my dad all day, every day. Up until my dad passed away. The first man I seen was my father. My father worked all his life. He retired from the hospital. I think he retired for maybe about 10 years. He went back into the working field after his 60s and worked all the way up till he passed away. My dad was a hard-working man. So, baby, I know men. When I see him, I had hard-working uncles in my family. So, I've seen real men all my life. I know what a man is, and I know what a man's supposed to do. And a real man, he gonna take care of his family. And a real man, you ain't got to make him do nothing. You ain't got to pump and prime him. He gonna do what a man's supposed to do. And some of these men just ain't getting it. And like I said, some of these men 40, 50, and 60, and they still ain't stable. They still don't know responsibility. They still don't know what accountability is. Come on now. Y'all too old for that. You want the woman to do everything. The woman, she get pregnant. She had the children. She raised the children. She take care of the home. She work. She clean. She cook. Come on now. Men can do the same thing. But in order to have a good family and be responsible, it really takes two people. Because if just one person doing it, it's not going to do nothing but wear that person out. And I'm not bashing the men, and I'm not talking about men. I'm just saying it takes two. So if the women can do it, the men, I know y'all supposed to be doing it. Because like I said, women doing everything now. Women got it going on. Women working. They making good money. They up there in the figures. They doing it. And men can do the same thing. So to my brothers and my sisters, we got to take accountability. And you got to be responsible. In order to be responsible and take accountability, that means you got to own up to what it is, whatever it is you need to do. And if you going short on what you're supposed to do, that's cool. But come on with it. Because, hey, in this life, you got to take accountability and you got to be responsible in this life. Nobody owes you nothing. Again, nobody owes you nothing. Now, a person don't mind helping you, but you can beg and bum and always asking people all the time for something. You gonna soon run a person off. Because like my grandma used to always tell me, when we was little, I used to always hear her say, man, when you get to the point where you hate to see a certain person come around, you know why you hate to see that person coming around? Because most time when they come around and calling, they want something, or they looking for something, or they begging for something. Come on, you too old for that. Like I said, everybody falls short. Everybody struggle. Everybody fall on hard times. But look, you got to apply yourself. Now, you shouldn't be there too long. If you still been there struggling, bombing, and begging for years and years and years, that means to me you haven't uh, you haven't did anything. You just trying to get over on people. And ain't nobody trying to let you get over on them. It takes two people to make it nowadays. So practice accountability, practice being responsible. And when you do those things, baby, it ain't nothing God can't give you. But being lazy, being sluggish, being trifling, and just being a bum and don't want to do nothing, you ain't gonna make it in this world. Cause baby, folks ain't people. It's time out for taking care of grown people. You gotta get with it. So remember, being accountable and being responsible is the same thing. You gotta own up to whatever it is you're doing. If you slacking and you just don't want to do it, or you don't want to be a man or woman to take responsibility and be accountable, just tell that person. And 9 times out of 10, ain't nobody gonna keep waiting around till you get it together. You too old. You in a season now where you supposed to be established in life. So remember, being accountable and being responsible, they two things and they run hand in hand. Remember that. And that'll take you a long ways. It's your girl, Lady T. I love you.